Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of this video, today I'm going to be reacting to OT TikToks. Now, I am fairly new to this. I just climbed aboard the TikTok train during the pandemic, and I actually had to take a step back from it because the hours that I was spending scrolling through videos, it was unhealthy, to say the least. But one day I was scrolling through some hashtags and I was a little curious, and I typed in occupational therapy. And you guys, OT's really out here. The amount of occupational therapy TikToks that I saw, I was super shocked. The hashtag has 45 million views, which I was geeking out about because OT is not that well known. So for there to be such a big OT presence on TikTok, that was cool. I found that so dope. But I thought this would be a fun video to make because if they are planning on banning TikTok, then we'll at least have these memories.
You can do it. Hold it nice and tight.
I can't.
No problem. Okay, Nicole, so it looks like you have some weakness in your hand. Let's try this little trick, okay? You're gonna put this little hair tie like that, bring it over the edge, and let's try that and see if you can brush your hair, okay? Okay, Nicole, let's see how you do brushing your hair now. Looks good. How does it feel?
It feels amazing.
So when I first saw this TikTok, I was mind blown because basically this is exactly what a universal cup is. If you guys don't know what a universal cup is, I'll put a picture of it right here. But it's basically used with people who have had a stroke or have hand weakness. And you put the cup on whatever they're trying to use. Sometimes it's a fork or a spoon. And it basically just keeps it stabilized on your hand. So for those who don't really have the grip strength to hold items, it makes it easier for them to eat or do things like brush their hair. And I actually showed this trick to one of my patients too, and her head exploded. Me, a healthcare student, nervous as heck going into patient's room. Patient who has had bad experiences with students. Trying to play it cool while the professionals grade me. This is so relatable. Every time I get a new patient to eval, I'm always super nervous because you never know how they're gonna be. Are they gonna be nice? Are they gonna be mean? A level 2 fieldwork is stressful, you guys, because you're being watched 100% of the time by your CI, and I know they're there to help, but when you're doing things and you're constantly being evaluated on your performance, it's a lot of pressure.
I want to go home. I can't take the pressure of it.
This just goes to show how much thinking OTs do when it comes to planning activities for patients. I actually had a patient the other day that we were doing activities to improve her balance. So we had her placed on top of an aero mat to kind of challenge her balance. And while she was standing, she was holding onto a table and she would have to roll this ball back and forth. And while she was doing this activity, she was like, how many years did you go to school for this? And I'm just 6 years. And she's like, you went to school 6 years to do this? And I'm just like,
but Limba, honey, look at this. Right now, they can't do anything if we can't get everything out of the wall.
She said she was only joking, but we all know she wasn't joking. Is this true? I need to look this up. Hold on, wait. Oh wow, it has a 47% on Rotten Tomatoes though.
Hey everyone, I'm a licensed and registered therapist and I have a quick tip for you today. Place a small towel like this on a table and push your hand back and forth, then side to side, and then do little circles. This is a great way to get rid of stiffness and improve mobility of the shoulder. Enjoy!
Do this all the time with some patients, especially patients who don't have anti-gravity movement. We'll lay them on their side and put a table with a washcloth so that they can do the movement with gravity eliminated. And it's a good exercise for them to increase their range of motion, stretch, and also for strengthening, because if they're doing well in that plane, then you can add heavier objects for them to move. And then the goal is for them to eventually do this against gravity. So
Hey, how you doing? Well, I'm doing just fine. I lied, I'm dying inside.
You guys know that I have a 2-hour commute to get home, and it's not even my fault. Like, I don't choose to leave documentation for the end of the day. It's just the way that it ends up being because we treat back to back in the morning, and then lunch you have a choice. It's either you eat or you write notes. You can't do both. At least I can't do both at the same time. But I have been getting faster. I gotta clap for myself. Gotta give myself that one.
Excuse me! Excuse me!
Facts.
Are you crying?
No.
Not.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm laughing.
You're happy?
I'm laughing.
Oh yeah, you're laughing. Okay.
I remember when I got yelled at by my first patient. Good times. Granted, it wasn't a psychiatric hospital and it was acute care, so the people there were very mentally unstable. But like, getting yelled at is just, it's never fun.
I mean, I feel fine. I just cry myself to sleep every night. Yeah, that's totally normal.
Facts. For those of you who have been watching my videos for a while, you know that I hated online classes. Hate is a strong word. I didn't hate them. I just strongly dislike them, and it is an experience that I am grateful to not go through again. But yeah, my advisor would send us emails to like check in and be like, hey, how you doing? And I just be like, yeah, fine, great.
If you know how I feel, why would you say that? Like, you put me in such an uncomfortable situation. Like, you know I'm not happy. You know I'm trying to see if it'll work out here, and I know that it's not.
Honestly, this wasn't even me on Zoom. Like, this was me in real life, guys. I don't like being put on the spot. If I'm raising my hand, it's because I want to participate. If I'm not raising my hand, it's because I don't have anything to say. My first week of OT school, we were sitting in anatomy class, and I forgot what we were talking about, but I remember like being super confused about the subject we were talking about. And I don't know if like she saw my face of confusion as like an invitation to see like what's going on in my head. But the thing is, she calls me, she's like, yes, Crystal, what do you think? And I literally go,
Okay. Next question.
I was traumatized. I'm definitely a combination of the cheerleader and the crier.
Where do you live?
In the city.
Do you have a house?
Apartment.
On a rent?
Rent.
What do you do for a living?
Lots of things.
Where's your office?
I don't have one.
How come?
I don't need one.
Where's your wife?
Don't have one.
How come?
It's a long story.
Do you have kids?
No, I don't.
How come?
It's an even longer story.
It really be like that when you're pressed for time. I see this more happening in acute care though, because they only get like 30 to 45 minutes with a patient.
Spanish and Spanish only. Te voy a hablar. Espérate. So, como yo dije, perdón, tú sabes que mi español está muy ratata. Sí, si el país de nosotros está progresado, hay que ayudar al otro. No, un muchacho aquí puede vender hierba, le hacen el bond, how you say bond in Spanish? Yo no sé cómo se dice el bond in Spanish. Porque aquí, si tú eres un minority, how you say minority? Si tú eres una minoridad.
So I like to think that I speak fluent Spanish, but when you're trying to like translate medical terms in Spanish, like sometimes I'm just like at a loss for words. But it's been working so far. I'll let you guys know the day I need an interpreter. I'm about to expose myself right now and tell you guys that I did not do any of the readings while I was in OT school. I know, so bad, but look at me now. Disclaimer, I am not encouraging anyone to do the same. Do your readings. It's just I'm a visual learner and I was more of a PowerPoint person. Like reading the textbook did nothing for me. Literally definitely me as soon as I get home. When I get home, I have a routine. My parents have a little box set up at the side of the door. I come in, I take my shoes off before I step into the house. I undress, I get out of my scrubs, I put them in the box. I disinfect my shoes, my phone, my backpack, and then my parents have my towel set up ready to go so I can grab it and head straight for the shower. It's a whole process, but you can't be too careful. Miss Rona's really out here, guys. She brought an umbrella. Honestly, she's like not even exaggerating. When you do showers can get very involved. And sometimes you get a shower too.
I am very uncomfortable with the energy that we've created in the studio today.
Dude, so accurate.
Those guys wish they were us. Oh, okay. But at least we aren't that guy. Well, at least I'm not you-know-who. Words can hurt.
Pizza is definitely the funnest setting you can be in if you like kids. If you don't like kids, stay away, please.
I don't want to do this. Please don't pick up. Please don't pick up.
Hi, is this Tony? Hi, this is...
This was literally me during my level 2 fieldwork last summer. Sometimes a social worker would ask me to make phone calls to confirm appointments with patients, and I was literally miserable when she would ask me to do that. You know, since I was a student, you do as you're told, so I was just like, okay, yeah, no problem, yeah. But every time I would dial a number, I'd just be like, please don't pick up, please don't pick up. Because every time that someone did pick up, they always had questions that like I couldn't answer because I was just a student. So like I would just be like,
if 2 + 2 is 4, right? And 5 + 5 is 10, okay.
But yeah, that is it for today's video. If you guys want to follow me on TikTok before it gets banned, then I will link it down below. If you guys want to take a quiz to see what the best OT setting is for you, then click here. If you guys want to watch my last video where I talk about all of my fieldwork experiences, then click here. And if you guys want to subscribe for new videos every week, then click here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.